She's here!
Oh, hello! I believe it's one's Platinum Jubilee. Let's start the show! Well, it's the Queen's Jubilee weekend coming up, and we thought the only way to celebrate was to have a garden party. We've been up since 7 o'clock this morning getting things ready for our guests, and as you can see, the decorations are already up.
You definitely need strawberries for a garden party, don't you think?
You can't have a garden party for the Queen without fairy cakes, and these are very special ones. At least they will be once I'm finished with them. I don't mean finished eating them, but finished preparing them, because I have got edible queens to go on top. How about that? How's it going, Paul?
Sorry?
How's it going?
It's going fine. I'm just rearranging stuff.
We've got the glasses all ready. We've got food in preparation.
The wine and the bubblies are in the freezer. And there's something in the oven, in the microwave oven right now.
We have more food staying warm in there. And don't forget about me. I am Gus Honeybun, and I will be helping to present today's show. And don't forget about me. I am Gus Honeybun, and I will be helping to present today's show. Well, of course, the Queen is known for her corgis. We tried to get one of them here today, but unfortunately none were available, so we have a sausage dog here in place of the corgis. It is quite warm, so this will end up being a hot dog later on. You making salsa, Paul?
I am. So I opened 2 cans of chopped tomatoes. I have 2 onions, and I have some of this parsley that I washed. So I'm just going to use a pair of scissors and then cut them in. Oh, before I do that, I also chopped up a whole pineapple. So there are a lot of spicy finger chilies, so they're really hot. So I think these pineapples are going to give it some balance. So I don't think I'm going to pour all of it in because it might be too much. So now let's mix it about. Look at all these lovely colors. Freshly washed, so let's just cut them in. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be rustic. So this is kind of like a rustic type of dish, I think. So yeah, I think this will be perfect for our Jubilee party.
Well, it's nearly time for the guests to arrive, and it just remains to put these lovely fairy cakes onto the table.
Thanks for watching the show. Please continue to comment, like, and especially subscribe. Thanks.
Did you know that God Save the Queen is heard in other countries, but it's a completely different song? Well, the tune is the same, but the lyrics are different. Isn't that right, Paul?
It is, because I know that there is one in the US that I learned in school.
And it's a patriotic song. It's not the national anthem, which is the Star Spangled Banner. Isn't that right? Oh, look, we've got one behind us. We've also got a Union flag. But it is called My Country
'Tis of Thee.
'Tis of Thee. And you learned this at school.
We did. I don't think I remembered all the words line by line, but it was read on occasion.
And did you know that it had any links to the United Kingdom back then? Were you told that?
Not at all.
So no one said. And I didn't know this until I think when you heard God Save the Queen, you said, oh,
that sounds so much similar to My Country 'Tis of Thee, which I thought, very strange.
So you've got some notes here on the background of the song. What can you tell us about it?
It was written by Samuel Francis Smith, and this was done during America's independence.
Okay, so do you think that he obviously had heard God Save the Queen, because this was, at that time, the English had come over.
1780s or something?
Yeah, so the music was brought over with them. So they ripped it off, basically. But it's used as the anthem, it says here, in various Commonwealth countries as well, with slightly different lyrics. Now, what I thought we would do, be a good idea, because you know that you love to hear me singing. And I've got both versions of the song here, and I'm going to do a little mashup. You will never have heard this done anywhere before.
Okay, get ready to be blown.
Okay, well, that sounds a bit rude, but anyway. Let's give it a go. And I'm going to start off taking one line from God Save the Queen and another line from My Country 'Tis of Thee, which is a bit of a tongue twister, I think. Okay, let's give it a go. God save our gracious Queen, sweet land of liberty. God save the Queen, land where my fathers died, happy and glorious, from every mountainside. God save the Queen. So what do you think?
It kind of goes together, don't you think?
It doesn't exactly rhyme, but it doesn't exactly not rhyme at the same time.
So it's prose.
And of course, God Save the Queen, there are 5 verses. It's a bit like Auld Lang Syne. I don't think
anyone knows the end.
Well, no, yeah. Did you know, for example, that the second verse of God Save the Queen goes, O Lord our God, arise, scatter our enemies and make them fall. Well, that really does go back to the days when Britain ruled the waves, I think. So it's quite interesting, and both versions of the song are widely available on the internet. So perhaps the next time that you want to stand up in the UK and sing the national anthem, just blow people away by singing My Country 'Tis of Thee. How wonderful.
I don't know what to say actually.
Have you come far?
I've come very far. Who do I do?
What do you do?
Not very much.
Have you come far?
Far enough.
What do you do?
As little as possible.
Ah, yes. Me too. Mobility problems.
Me too.
So, Marcus, you have met members of the royal family, haven't you?
I have met two members of the royal family. I should say, first of all, that I did actually see the Queen one time.
Oh, really?
This was maybe 15 years ago, and I was walking towards Leicester Square, and this Daimler, I guess it was, pulled up with the little royal standard flags on it, and it was Her Majesty going to Leicester Square to see the premiere of a performance of either a film premiere or a theatre. But yes, two members of the royal family I met. The first one, I was at high school and I was about 13, 14, I guess, and it was the Duchess of Kent.
Oh,
And she
interesting.
came to Ballymoney High School to open the new extension that we had. And part of the extension had a woodwork department, and we'd all made items for our GCSEs or our year-end exams, I guess, whatever it was at the time. And I'd made a snooker cue case, and I thought, how am I going to explain what this is? Will she even know what it was? But she did, and she said it was very, very good.
Brilliant.
Now, the other time I met a member of the royal family was in very different circumstances. It was in my first job at the Coleraine Chronicle, and it was Princess Anne. And she was doing something, either opening a new wing or seeing inmates at McGilligan prison. And I was at the Coleraine Chronicle, and I went with a photographer and someone else, I think, who was working for another paper, who took a lift with us. And on the way there, I was 18 or 19 at the time, and they were like ribbing me the whole way, saying, that you have to be strip searched before they let you in.
No.
Yeah, and of course they were joking. There was no strip search. Went in, and when I say I met her, I was in her presence, because I wasn't there to interview her, but I was there just to hear what she said. So that was my encounters with the royal family.
Amazing. Oh my God, we really had a great time celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee today, didn't we?
Yes, we certainly did, and we have been surrounded by friends. We've had lovely food and lovely drink, and if you are having a party as well over the long bank holiday weekend, make sure you have a good one. So here's to Her Majesty! Yay!
Yay!
Cheers, everyone!
Cheers, bye!